This month's Mom Boss is the mother of 3 boys, 19, 22, and 26. Now, when they were very young, Shannon Bowman's 2 oldest boys were both diagnosed with autism, something that changed the course of her life in ways that she never even imagined. After Shannon Bowman's oldest boys were diagnosed with autism, she went to work.
I treated the autism like a job, and I learned as much as I possibly could. I dove into every piece of literature I could read, every parent I could talk to. I joined all kinds of groups and I just dove into it. For me, it made me a better person. Yeah. And for them, we treated them the same. And I know that's not always the easiest thing to do, but we just decided that we were gonna try to do this as drug-free as possible and expose them to everything.
One major focus was nutrition.
The food that we have today, like dyes and caffeine and all of that stuff, can really affect the way a child behaves. And so if you're wanting to change behavior, start with the diet.
And that's something that you really dove into.
I dove into that 100%. So I would go to the farmer and get our meats. I cut out any kind of dyes, any kind of caffeine, minimized sugar, and that really helped.
And that led her to think about how everyone else was eating too.
So I was driving downtown one time and I was looking around and I was like, you know what? We could change lunch. I felt like people could eat better, have better nutrition, and outcomes of their day would be improved. And that's why we started Bentos Catering.
Pre-pandemic, Bentos was turning out 1,100 lunches a day with plans to expand. After the pandemic hit, Shannon knew she had to pivot.
So I came up with a ghost kitchen concept, and we started with Take Me Tacos, and that's a taco bar that you can have delivered to your house instead of the tacos getting soggy on the way there.
Was taco night something you did with your kids?
Yes,
yeah.
Yes. We definitely did tacos, and so they're super invested in that.
Listen, I had some of those Take Me Tacos. Delicious. But the conversation with Shannon was really great. And one of the things that she said to me after we were done with the interview, she said, I want to make sure that it doesn't come across that autism is a bad thing. Yeah. She was like, a lot of people, they think that way, and it's not. And she talked about, how she grew as a person because of what her sons were going through and how they're thriving.
Yeah.
They're both out of state now. They're living on their own, taking care of themselves. Her one son always wanted to be a trucker. He is a truck driver and travels all around the country with his dog and is just loving life, living it to the fullest.
That's great. I mean, I love seeing those stories. It gives hope to all the other families who might have that come into their lives. It can be okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you go to NBC4i.com right now, we've got the full interview up there for you.